Here on Madison HD Sportsnet, presented by the JMU Alumni Association with head men's golf coach Jeff Forbes-10. First off, Coach, congratulations, wrapping up the fall with a win. Talk a little bit about the event and how the guys played.
We came out to ODU, and I think the guys practiced well the week before. We went into the tournament, had a rough day the first day, but it was really windy, and I wasn't. And when we came in, there was no live scoring or anything, so we had no idea what anybody else was doing except for the teams we played with. And when we got in, I really thought we were going to be pretty in bad shape, I guess the easiest way to say it. And after all the scores came in, we were only a few shots out of the lead, which was surprising. I knew it was a hard day, but I didn't think Maryland or Campbell would play that poorly. So.
What were some of the adjustments, other than obviously the wind coming down a little bit between round 1 and 2 and 3 that you guys made?
Well, I think when we were only a few shots back, that the guys were pretty confident that we had a shot at winning, and they just took it and ran with it. They all played well. We had talked the whole week about how the course played pretty easy, and that it was set up for us, and that it wasn't that long. And that we could take advantage of that. And the guys did on the second and third day.
Talk a little bit about Ryan's performance. Again, playing very well throughout the fall. He's done a good job for you.
Yeah, Ryan's played really well. I thought he had a shot that final day at winning. He got off to a mediocre start, and I think that just kind of kept him from winning the tournament. But he's played great. He had a few issues at Maryland, but other than that, he's had a great fall, just pretty much like he did last year. He's just been improving little by little. His short game and putting are excellent, and when his long game comes along, I think he's just going to start tearing it up.
What's your overall assessment of the team from the fall, and what are you looking to work on over the winter months heading into the spring portion?
I think putting is the main issue that we've had. We've had a lot of 3 putts, a lot of missed short putts. So I think our concentration this off season is going to be with putting. And from there, we're just going to try to. We've got a little bit longer break this year. We don't have a tournament in January, so we've got a good 2 months that we can prepare for spring break and get the season off to a good start.
Talk a little bit about just the overall performance. Several of your golfers have played well, but you mentioned Ryan. We talked about him a little bit. Connor Walters also has played very well, and some of the other young ones have had their moments shining.
Yeah, we've had a great fall. We've lowered our stroke average, or at least our adjusted stroke average from last year. Our ranking is better than it was previously, or in the last several years coming from the fall. So even though our stroke average might be about a little bit over a shot and a half higher, we're still, our adjusted score is lower and our ranking's lower. Connor played great. He came out from his red shirt and played very well. Our seniors, John and Trey, haven't played as well as they did last year, which we're hoping they'll improve in the spring. And Jack has been a great surprise here at the end of the spring. And at the end of the fall. And Poom has also played very well, very steady. He's having some issues with his first round, but after that, he's been picking it up, and he's probably got one of the lowest second round stroke averages in the country. So,
what does that mean to have that level of depth now developed where you don't? Do you go into a week or a couple weeks before a tournament really feeling like you know who you're taking most of the time?
No. Even this last tournament, after we got out of Maryland, both Ryan and John had to qualify with the rest of the guys because they didn't have that good of a tournament, and so they were out there qualifying. Both of them qualified for ODU, thankfully, and we went out there and played well, and they played well. John had some issues the first round, but he shook those off and played great the second 2 rounds.
What does it mean to win a tournament like that going into the winter?
Oh, it's the best thing I think that could have happened for us. We've been close a few times. We just couldn't put all 4 rounds together. And we did that the last 2 days by shooting the low rounds both days. And, that's just something that gives the guys confidence when they go into the off season. It was special for me because I played in ODU's tournament all 4 years when I was playing, and we never came close to winning. So it was really nice to win this one.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win. We'll talk to you back again this spring.
Thank you.
Again, head men's golf coach Jeff Forbes here on Mazone HD Sportsnet, presented by the JMU Alumni Association.